Hello, and thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel. As titled, we're going to be talking about grief today and how to deal with it. I just want to start out by saying this has been one roller coaster of a year from start to currently. So many good people have lost their lives during this pandemic, from coronavirus or whatever else. And I just want to give my deepest condolences to anybody that has lost someone this year or have lost someone ever, because there's truly no time frame on, getting over the loss of a loved one. And I also want to say, even though this video is titled How to Deal with Grief doesn't necessarily have to mean death. When you're grieving over something, you're usually grieving over a loss. So you can grieve over anything. You can grieve over the loss of a job, a friendship. You can grieve over the loss of a dream, a failed dream, something that you wanted to happen and it just didn't come past. And I just want to say that you are entitled to feel the way you feel about something. If it takes you 10 years to grieve and to get over something, do that. But in this video, I just want to give you 4 ways that I use and am using to cope with grief. As you know, recently I lost my mother about 2.5 months ago. And when I tell you it's one of the hardest things to go through, and you really, I really can't describe it to anybody that has never lost a parent, because you really don't get it until it's happening to you, and you're just trying to figure out, how do people really go through this? Like, how do you get through this? I probably watch every YouTube video on grief, how to deal with grief. I done read every article on the internet trying to figure out how do I get past this? How do I move on from this? And to really tell you that you can't get past it. It's something that you can't sweep under the rug. It's something that you can't put behind you, but you can move forward. That's really the only way to look at it. And if you feel empty, if you feel alone, if you feel broke down, I'm gonna give you some ways to move forward. So stay tuned. Okay, so one of the first things that I do when you're dealing with grief is don't keep it in. Do not keep it in. Cry, yell, scream. Don't hit nobody, but do what you got to do to let it out. This is coming from somebody that is strong, thick-headed. I'm going through something. I like to isolate myself. I'll isolate myself. I'll deal with it. Then I'll reappear. I'll reappear like, it's done. I dealt with it. But really, when you're dealing with the loss of somebody, find somebody to talk to. Somebody that has gone through what you've gone through. Somebody that has experienced or been through that already. Go find somebody you can trust to talk to. And I know that's hard, because people want you to get over stuff when they want you to get over it. 2 or 3 months down the road, when you still talking about something, you still dealing with something, and they're like, why are you still talking about that? See, that's not the person that you talk to. You talk to somebody that you can trust, somebody that's been there, somebody that's gotten through it. For me, that looks like a therapist. I will see a therapist, and it's so helpful. A lot of people think when you say therapist, that means you're crazy. You're not crazy. Like, it's okay to feel the way that you're feeling. You're not crazy. It's very helpful, and it's not that expensive. If you have Medicaid, you can use Medicaid. Sometimes through your job, you can go see a therapist through the EAP program. And you know what? I'll leave some things, some local resources from Orlando and all around Florida that you can use, and some national hotlines that you can use and call so you can talk to somebody. Because therapists, they keep all the tea. They won't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? So my first tip is to let it out. Let it out. Let it out. My second way that I cope with grief is to find a positive outlet. And really, a lot of people don't know this, but when you dealing with something like a loss or grief, it can really affect your health. I mean, your blood pressure, you start losing weight. You can start gaining weight. Your joints start aching, and you're like, what is going on? Like, what is really going on? It really can affect your health. So in the famous words of my dad, find a stress buster. But in this case, find a grief buster. Go do something. Go out, go run, go for a walk. If you got to take some time off from your job, go do that. You got to go on a mini vacation, a little vacation. Go do that. Go clear your head. Find something positive. Don't get in the bed and sleep all day when you're dealing with something. Don't shut everybody out. Don't go into hiding. Go do something positive for yourself. Get out there and take your life back. My third way to cope with a loss or grief, don't blame yourself. Do not blame yourself. So many people get caught up when people die. They have all these regrets. They have all these things like, well, dang, I should have did this differently, or dang, I could have did this differently. And the truth is, it's not your fault. I just want to say that. And nobody knows the time, the place, when it's going to happen, when God is going to call you home. And the harsh reality about losing something or someone, especially someone, is everybody has to die. Everybody's gonna die, and it's scary. It's like the minute you're born, you're already dying, and that's a scary reality, but it's really the truth. And everything that begins has to end. So sis, don't blame yourself because that relationship ended. It was gonna end anyways. And it's just like, just move forward, live your life, because you really don't know when. So you might as well live your life while you still have it. And lastly, and I believe the most important way that you can cope with grief is to create memories that you can carry with you. And by that, I mean, it is what it is. Everything that we have, everything that we create, it gets stored in our brains. So we can keep those memories by pictures. I know when my mom passed, I was going through her phone and my phone. I'm saving voicemails, emails, whatever I had. I took 1,000 pictures of my mama when she was here. And I wish I would have took 100 more, you know? And it's just kind of those things. You can keep whoever you lost, you can keep them in your heart. You know, they may be gone physically from the body, but they're still here. You can keep their memory alive in your heart. And also, if you lost, you know, a relationship or something, keep those lessons that you learned with you. Because everything that we go through as humans, it makes us who we are. It makes us, you know, that's just how it is. It makes us who we are. And it's up to you now to move forward, carry those memories, carry those lessons learned with you, and live your life. So, you know, at the end of the day, when you lose something or someone, it's never planned, you know, it's never planned. And, you know, life didn't go exactly as you planned. And, you know, that's okay. You got this. You can do it. Keep your head up. Dust yourself off. Heal. And if you stay in the Orlando area and you need somebody to talk to, you can hit me up on my social media. Or even if you don't stay in Orlando, hit me up. I'll talk to you. You got a friend in me. Be blessed. Bye. Thank you for watching my video, and tune in next week for my All About Me video. I know this is kind of backwards, but I just had to let this out. Deal with your grief. Keep your head up, sis or sir, and let's keep moving forward.